encourage anyone to run up to these pro fighters. Pro fighters are pussies, okay? They're only good in the ring. People I know will not accept a loss, okay? If a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the rundown. So let's hop right into it. So our good friend Wes Watson said that pro fighters are pussies. Now, I don't even know how this topic came about because I didn't watch his whole live stream because I mean, who the hell watches Wes Watson anyway? Like, why do you watch this guy? But he went on this ramble saying that pro fighters are pussies. Now, of course, I'm not going to play the whole video because I don't want to put his face on here because he doesn't deserve that much of my attention. I mean, he's going to get my attention, but not that much. But first of all, let me address some of the things that he said. First of all, saying that pro fighters are pussies. How do you call a bunch of guys that can beat you up in a fight pussies? I'm just trying to figure out the logic. A bunch of guys that would destroy you if you were locked into a room with these guys. They could do anything they want with you and you couldn't do nothing about it. If they were gay, they could grape you in the booty and you couldn't do anything about it. No diddy. I don't even know why I even brought that up. No diddy. But the point is, well, he's a prison guy, so he probably was doing that. If these guys they can do anything with you and you can't do nothing about it. Then you go on to say things like guys who had to learn how to fight are squares and this and that. That's like saying a doctor who learned how to do doctor shit doesn't know anything. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you want to get skilled at something, you go and you learn, dumbass. People who, train in firearms, they learn. Lawyers, where do they go? They learn. The fact you're trying to teach people how to make money, what do? They go learn. So guys who learn to fight, that's how they get skilled. And you say guys who've pro fighters, they only do that stuff in the ring or the cage. They don't do it outside on the street. Little did you know, a lot of fighters come from the streets, dumbass. That's how they got started. They went to the gym to channel that aggression. Instead of using it out on the streets, they used it in the ring. There was an outlet. It was a way out for them. In some neighborhoods, the NBA, the NFL, boxing, or MMA is the way out. So that's what that's about. And you think that guys won't do nothing out in the street? You ever heard of a man named Sean Strickland, sir? Or you ever heard of these two brothers called Nathan and Nick Diaz? Yeah, they're actually about it. They're actually about it. And what else does this guy say? And he goes around talking about how these guys are squares. And if you do his jujitsu on me, then the guy's going to come back and duct tape his family. So, like, you're saying people who obey the law are squares. Like, you're an idiot because there's nothing glamorous about prison. Like, why the fuck do you think that? Why are you proud of that? Like, who the fuck wants to fucking be proud to go to prison? People who've been to prison, their job is to fucking teach the youth and the next generation stay out this shit. But you're glamorizing it, and you're basically saying that people who don't engage in criminal activities are squares. So, hey, I'm a fucking square. It don't matter. These pro fighters, they're squares too. But guess what? These are squares that can whoop your ass, and you couldn't do anything about it. The reality is, I've seen Wes Watson, whatever the fuck his name is. I've seen this guy fight. He jumped that black dude in the gym. He had 4 of his buddies do it. You can't fight, sir. You can't fight. You can't punch. You can't kick. You don't have grappling skills. Your cardio's garbage. Here's a reality check for a lot of you guys, a lot of you bodybuilders and street dudes. If you never trained boxing, MMA, jiu-jitsu, judo, Muay Thai, kickboxing, karate, taekwondo, even Krav Maga or anything, you can't fight. I'm sorry. You can fight other unskilled guys, but you can't fight. That's just the way it is. And I get so sick of seeing that. Bradley Martin, I like Bradley Martin, actually. He's pretty funny. But I remember this guy was going on talking about he can beat all these guys in a street fight. But he got beat up by Logan Paul. Him and Logan Paul, they actually fought, if you didn't know. They fought in his gym, straight fist to cuffs. And Logan whooped his ass. And I haven't heard anything about Bradley Martin challenging guys to street fight since. That's all Wes Watson needs. He needs to be humble. The guy gets on the camera and starts shouting, making aggressive statements and yelling at people. He needs to be humble. He hasn't been humbled yet. And he's going to run into the wrong guy. Like going on the internet and saying that, you've pissed off a lot of fighters. A lot of people will pull up on you. A lot of fighters, they want to humble you. You know, Sean Strickland. Hey, I hope you hear in the news, Sean Strickland. Like, the world needs you to do what you do best, which is beat up influencers. But yeah, man, that guy, man, it's ridiculous. I mean, if it was for clickbait, he did a great job because it did garner a lot of attention. But also, you know, guys need to be careful with that because that is a territory you don't want to play with. Everything Wes Watson said is just inaccurate and is wrong. Like, you can't call a bunch of guys who can beat you up pussies. And if you want to talk about men who are dangerous, our armed forces, our military, those are the dangerous guys. Those are the ones that are out there on the battlefield protecting our freedoms. You know, those are the guys out there protecting, fighting, just so we can be free. Those are the guys that have seen real violence. They've been in the real war zones. I know Sean Strickland hates he don't hate him no more. He was talking trash about the Navy SEAL guy, but that's another story. But, you know, if you want to see violence, those are the guys. Those are the guys that know how to shoot. Because I can guarantee you get your little gang buddies, your little prison buddies, and these Army, Marines, Navy SEALs, I tell you, who's gonna come out the winner. It ain't gonna be your guys. You talking about duct taping your family if someone does a jiu-jitsu. You think MMA fighters don't have friends too? So yeah, like you should be lucky these guys choose to fight in the ring, you know, because they are law-abiding citizens. There's nothing wrong with being a law-abiding citizen. See, I think this whole shit is goofy, man. If you're a grown man and you watch this guy, you need help. But anyway, that's my little rant for today. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, follow me on Instagram _Uncle Money. Check out all the other stuff in the bio. Yeah, I'm out.